As you can probably tell by the way I speak, I am British, I am English, I'm a fellow. Yes, I sometimes drink tea. I don't eat crumpets though because they're overrated. I do love an English breakfast. But you know what I don't like? Football. I couldn't give two tosses about it. The Euros was currently recently. Now, I'm not about to crap all over you if you like football. It's whatever. I like some pretty dumb things. I'm not like I like some pretty dumb things, full stop. Alright? However, do you know what I hate? Football tribalism. This is a genuine statistic. Domestic abuse rates are up when England lose in the World Cup or the Euros because there's these men. There are these animals, these monkey-brained idiots that when England lose, they get so angry they genuinely decide to beat their wives. Do you know what I hate? Imagine, okay, let me just put something into perspective for you, right? Imagine I can't even speak properly. Let me put something into perspective. Imagine you're a footballer. By the way, I've all the respect to footballers. You know why? Because they're athletes. They've worked for it. Imagine you're a footballer. You have an intense regime that you stick to every single day. Your body is on fleek. Your stamina is on fleek. You try your hardest, and you go up against someone that is on that day better than you. They outskill you, and you think to yourself, you're trying to think to yourself, well, look, I gave it my all. I tried my best. And then you go online, and some fat, overweight alcoholic is screaming at you on Twitter or X or whatever it's called, saying, you should have played better, mate. You should have scored last fucking goal. Who are you to give advice to a professional athlete? Do you know what else I hate? This we played terrible. We played well. There is no we. They played well. They trained for hours and months and even years on end to get to the peak and pinnacle of their lives, and you sat there on the couch drinking a Stella or a Foster's with your blabber. You didn't do anything. And that's what I hate. Football tribalism, because there are men. There are idiots that are so lost in their life. They've done so little that they have to vicariously live through the teams. And it's like they think it's a family to them. And they will genuinely, I used to live in a place, which I don't live anymore, where it was a very local football team, but we were against other football team that was local to them. I'm not going to name it because obvious reasons, but genuinely, people would get stabbed and glass would get thrown at each other over a game. Where did good sportsmanship come? Like, where did that go, man? Beating up people because they're on the opposite team, shouting at them, acting like children, being sore losers. Acting like it's a world war over a football game. Racism, death threats. If you are one of these people that genuinely get not just angry but livid when you lose, I have zero respect for you. Because you know what you could do instead of... And look, I'm not against getting into something, all right? You get into a game, you put your emotions into it, you're supporting your team, whatever. I'm not saying anything against that. It's kind of sweet, actually, kind of cute. Maybe you get a bit angry, then you get over it. But if you're one of these people that goes online, starts to chat, bear waffle about your players, other people's players, send people threats, I have zero respect for you. You are the worst kind of person. You're a pussy. Because you're channeling all this aggression onto other people when you could be channeling it into yourself. Vicariously living through these athletes that have put blood, sweat and tears into their career while you have just put sweat, yeah, but it's because you've not washed for days. Beer. Idiot. Idiot. Gets me riled up. It's coming up. No, it's not. Go home. I moved out of England. I'm still in the UK, but I'm in Scotland now. I thought it'd be better, it's not better. The English are embarrassing sometimes, genuinely. On a side note, we go to places like Spain. I don't know if you've ever heard of Benidorm. We ruin it with our nights out. Want to watch the footy with the lads? Go and beat the wife. Mate, look, football used to be a gentleman game, and we've turned it into this massacre, this tribalism, just idiocy. Do you know what's funny? Rugby players and rugby teams aren't like that. You might support like your rugby team. You might get a bit down if they lose, if you're really into it. But ultimately, if you notice something, rugby players are massive lads, yeah? Rugby players could eat the referee alive. Referee's usually half the side. But if the referee says something, rugby players are like, fair enough, yeah? In football, if the referee says something, football players are just like, yes, sorry, what, ref. Someone said it to me, it's football. Football is a gentleman's sport played by animals. And rugby is an animalistic sport played by gentlemen. Now, I don't know much about that, but I do know the fans of football are animalistic and shameful. And to be honest, I just don't understand it. I get getting into something. I get it. We all want to be passionate about something, but it's hard for me to respect anyone that's passionate about another man's life or another team's life more than they are about themselves. Because that's what you're essentially doing. If you're like, you know those Donnies on Twitter, that their life is their football team. That I don't respect. So you just want to vicariously live for these players that have actually put work in instead of doing it to yourself. You could be this great. Maybe not in football, but you could, if you actually put the same energy you put into these Donnies into your own life, to imagine what you could be. It's going to slap sense into you, man. Anyway, I'm sorry if my videos are a bit more ranty recently, but I've just realised that I need to stop caring what people think. I'm a nice guy, although no nice guy ever have to say they're a nice guy. But the sort of people that I'd anger with these videos aren't the sort of people that I would actually particularly like to know in real life anyway. My name is Aidan Milford. I'm not a men's... Well, I like to pride myself that I care about men's health, but I'm not a men's health or self-improvement YouTuber. I'm just a guy online that wants to spread some positive vibes. Even though this has not been very positive. I want to spread some just sense. Not because I'm some genius, just because there is so much hatred on there, so much idiocy. We need just people that just actually act like human beings and not animals. The Euros or the World Cup could genuinely be something that I could be interested in if it wasn't surrounded by this tribalism. If it was just like, good game, they played well. But instead it's just ruined. Anyway, you want my advice, Chief? Spend less time on the internet. And I practice what I preach as well. This is the first time I've gone on YouTube and it's just to upload this. I might go on it later because I've done everything today. But I've just come back from the gym. I'm not trying to sound impressive, but I'm not here. I don't spend all my day wanking. I just swore now, so this isn't going to get in the recommendation. Or is it if you don't swear in the first 15 seconds? I don't know. Getting flustered. I don't spend all my day touching myself, watching TikTok. I don't. I'm actually grinding towards something. So if you want to feel good about yourself, have a goal to go towards. It's simple. People have said it before, but it's so true. And here's a tip. Don't vicariously live through other people that you don't even know. They don't know you and they don't care about you. You can respect them. You can look up to them. But my God, how about you try looking up to yourself? Your future self, what you could be. Anyway, can't wait to see a comment that's like, Blood thinks he's whatever. Just know, I appreciate you too, because hate comments, because I'm spiteful, actually push me further than good comments. And I don't know why, probably because I'm a bit messed up. But yeah, please look after yourself. And that means put down your phone, drink water, eat properly, exercise, talk to people in real life. Say less, do more. See you later, Chief.